What's up YouTube? Welcome back. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at this 5-inch freestyle quad. This is my main freestyle quad. I built this probably like a year and a half ago and it cost me like $200 to $250 to build this thing. You could call this a budget build. It'd be maybe a little more expensive today, but it wouldn't be too much. So if you guys are interested in the hobby and want to start, this would be a good setup for you guys. I'll go over all the parts and give you my opinion whether these parts are still good in 2023 and if you should buy them. But before we get into that, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I really appreciate it. These videos take a lot of time and work, and I'm not the best video maker, as you can tell. So if you guys help me out and throw me a like and subscribe, it's free, doesn't hurt you, doesn't cost anything, helps me out a lot, helps out the channel. I really appreciate it, and I'll keep these videos coming. Alright, so let's get started with the frame. This is a 5-inch Nova 235 frame by Schizo, but this is not the original by Schizo. This is actually a copy, which is why it was cheap. It was anywhere between $30 to $40, but it was a good frame. It lasted me a long time, and I bought a couple spare arms because I broke some arms. I will say that's the only bad thing. If you do take a decent hit into like concrete or a tree or anything, these arms will snap. They will snap right here, and you will need to be replacing arms quite often if you smack into hard things pretty often. It does come with this piece, which I flew with this for quite a while, but the angle was just too aggressive for me. It was pushing 45 degrees probably, so I switched out to this 3D mount over here to hold my GoPro Session 4. For the FPV camera, I have the CADDX Ratel 2, and I didn't want it in red, but believe it or not, my man's Jeffrey at Amazon did not have any other colors available, so I had to deal with red. For the VTX, I have the Matek VTX-HV. It has all the channels you need, all the bands. It's got 25, 200, and 500 milliwatt power output. There we go, right there. You'll see 3 LEDs. So it's got LEDs for all the channels, all the bands, and the output power. It's got 2 buttons, one on the bottom, one on the top. My top button actually got ripped off. It has smart audio, which is what I'm using currently since I cannot use the buttons. But it has the capability for smart audio, which is a huge thing for a lot of pilots. And if you guys want to see how to set up this smart audio, I'll be coming out with a video soon, so there will be a link in the future down in the description for the video. But if you're watching this video early, then the video is probably not up yet. But I will make a video of how to set up this specific VTX for smart audio, because when I went to set it up, it was honestly a nightmare. It took me a little while to figure it out. So if you guys are struggling, check out that video. It should help you out. For the video antenna for the VTX, right now I'm using this FOXEER Lollipop 4 stubby antenna, and I just recently got this antenna. Before this, I used to rock the TBS Triumph antennas, and they were pretty good. I haven't noticed a difference between the two antennas now that I'm flying with this stubby one. The video quality is still great, but the reason I did this is because every time I would crash this one, it's sticking out and it would be bending, and sometimes it would unscrew a little bit and go loose, and I wouldn't notice it and fly away, and the video is just terrible. So that's why I went with the stubby. I don't fly too far, so I don't really need this antenna to be sticking out here like a long-range quad. The receiver that I have on here, it's the Tracer RX, and I have the mini Immortal T antennas. There is 2 of them, one going vertical and one horizontal. And this TPU, you could find a similar one online for this TPU print for the antennas, but I modified it to incorporate the mount for the main video antenna as well. But you can find something similar on Thingiverse. For the flight controller, this is the MAMBA F405 MK2 flight controller. And then for the ESCs down there, it's a 4 and 5 ESCs. I believe it's 45 amps. I'll check on the internet and make sure that it is 45 amps. If it's not, I'm gonna give them a call and tell them to change that, because it should be 45 amps. I'm just kidding. But if it's not 45 amps, I'll put over here, I'll write how much amps it actually is. It's iFlight XING-E 2306 1700 kV motors. I love these motors, honestly. I've been flying these motors for a long time, a year and a half now, and this is the first 4 motors that I bought. I haven't had to change a single motor out. Haven't had any issues with the shafts being bent or the motor getting locked up and can't spin. Nothing bad at all to say about these motors. I have noticed that this motor, when I spin it, I hear a little click inside, something clicking, which I think it might be the windings going bad. Please comment down below what kind of 5-inch frame you guys like. I'm gonna get a new frame soon, and I want to go through all your suggestions. Thanks for watching. Once again, like, subscribe, and here's some videos for you guys to keep watching.